What's going on, guys? It's the absolute answer, Nick Cutler, personal trainer right here at Full Spectrum Fitness in Crown Point, and we are here today with another edition of Cutler's Corner and another edition of Cutler's Supplement Review. And this week we got Total War by Redcon1. I'm a very big fan of Redcon1, especially their whole protein food powder, MRE, which is actually going to be made out of salmon protein, chicken protein, beef protein. It's all whole food protein. There's absolutely no whey, no dairy, no nothing like that of the sort. So we actually had a fan of the show, Brandon Pappy, NPC competitor, request that we do their pre-workout review. So let's dive balls deep into the label. First ingredient up, we got citrulline malate at 6 grams. We already explained to you guys that citrulline is going to be a nitric oxide inducer, more efficient than arginine. A clinical dose of citrulline is going to be 4 to 6 grams. We're rocking that high end of the clinical dose at 6 grams, so you're going to get awesome pumps, awesome blood flow, awesome nutrient delivery, better recovery, awesome. Beta-alanine, 3.2 grams. Beta-alanine, you guys know this, but just in case you don't, it is going to increase the amount of carnosine that you have in your muscle tissue. What is that going to do? It's going to blunt the buildup of lactic acid. By blunting the buildup of lactic acid, you prevent that burn. You prevent that, oh my God, I gotta stop doing this rep, and then you're able to get better recovery. You're able to get more sets. You're able to get more reps, hence more muscle growth. 3.2 is an awesome dose. The clinical dose of beta-alanine is going to be 2 to 4 grams. Slight drawback of the 3.2 gram dose, the itch that you get from that flush is going to be quite intense for the first few minutes. Now, beta-alanine does have a cumulative effect, so the longer you take it, the more accustomed your body becomes to that flushing feeling. So then it might only last you 30 seconds to 60 seconds, but you just gotta kind of tough it out until you're able to actually build up enough of it into your system. Next up, we've got agmatine sulfate at 1 gram. We have not discussed agmatine on Cutler's Corner yet. What is agmatine? Well, before we discuss what agmatine does, let's discuss how your body converts citrulline into nitric oxide. There is an enzyme in your intestines called nitric oxide synthase. NOS. What that does is it helps to convert the citrulline or arginine, whatever your pump inducer is, over into nitric oxide. What does agmatine do? Agmatine helps to increase the quantity of the NOS enzyme that you have in your intestines, which obviously helps your body produce more nitric oxide, hence giving you better blood flow, better pumps, better recovery. Clinical dose is going to be 500 to 1,000 milligrams, and we're rocking it at 1 gram of agmatine. Taurine, 1 gram. The taurine-tyrosine combo is absolutely fantastic when it comes to mental focus, but no tyrosine, taurine all by itself. I'm not gonna say that that's a complete waste, but if taurine's going to be present in the pre-workout, I would really like to see tyrosine in there as well. Next up, we've got caffeine anhydrous, which is going to be that instant release caffeine at 250 milligrams, which is a pretty sweet dose. 300 milligrams is my max dose of caffeine that I like to take in all at once. Anything more than 300, I get a really bad crash. Anything less than 300, sometimes I'll get a good kick out of it, sometimes I won't. In this case, I actually used this once before I made this video, just so I was able to tell you guys how I felt on it, and the 250 milligrams works really well. After that, we got Ampiblast, which is juniper berries, which is going to be a good antioxidant to help keep the free radicals down while you train. Dicaffeine malate, which is actually a time-released version of caffeine. So there's actually 350 total milligrams of caffeine in the product, but that 100 milligrams of dicaffeine malate is going to be time-released. What does that do? That 250 milligrams is going to make your energy levels go like this. Now, by the time that crash is going to start happening, that 100 milligrams of dicaffeine malate is going to kick in, and it's going to level you off. So not only does it give you a better sustained release of energy for your workout, but it's also going to help prevent that crash that some people get after they take in a large dose of caffeine. The cocoa phenols, theobromine cocoa, it's going to be theobromine, which is a branch of cocoa. Mandarin fruit, I'm gonna say that's probably in there for antioxidant protection. And then the biopyrine, which is an extract of black pepper, which is going to enhance the absorption. So what are a couple of things that are missing from this that I would like to see in there? Well, when we discussed the pre-workout that we used last week, we had branched chain amino acids in it to help with that slight insulin spike to drive all those nutrients in. We don't have that in here. They sell that separately. Another thing that we don't have in here is creatine. Creatine to help your muscles produce ATP, to help them have that energy to train harder, to help with the recovery. No monohydrate, no hydrochloride. There's absolutely no creatine in here whatsoever. They sell that separately as well. I'm very much opposed to supplement companies selling things like creatine and branched chain amino acids separately from their pre-workout. I'm really big on including them in here. Maybe not necessarily the branched chain amino acids. I guess that is understandable for not having in your pre-workout if you don't want them while you train, or if you want them afterwards, if you want them during, whatever the case may be, or maybe you just want some extra throughout the day. But there's really no reason to not have creatine in your pre-workout. You get a lot of people say, oh, well, some people don't want creatine. There's no reason to not want creatine. If you're taking a very good brand at a very good dose, the mental effects that it has, the physical effects that it has, there's absolutely no reason why you should not want creatine in your pre-workout. The flavor we got today? Sour gummy bear. You guys know the rules. Pull the scoop out, put the lid back on, shake up the entire tub, ensure that you are getting all of the ingredients at their intended ratios. Do this every single time. It tells you to mix it with 4 to 6 ounces of water. I'm very big on hydration, and I'm very big on making sure that we have enough water to actually dissolve all of the ingredients. Plus, I just like to sip on my pre-workout. So you guys can stick to the 4 to 6 ounces of water if you like. I always, no matter what it says, fill the shaker cup up all the way. Cheers. Guys, you cannot argue with the taste on this Total War from Redcon1. What's another thing that we're looking at? Value. I paid $44.99 for this pre-workout. Now you guys remember me saying a couple of shows ago when we did the preview of the pre-caged that if I'm paying more than $39.99 for my pre-workout, then it better grow the muscle for me. I paid $44.99 for this, but big difference. I paid $39.99 for the pre-caged with 20 servings, making it $1.99 a serving. This is a full 30 serving tub. So while I paid $44.99 for it, I'm actually only paying $1.49 per scoop, which actually makes it a better value than the pre-caged for the pre-workout, but doesn't make it a better value with the pre-caged when you consider the fact that you have to buy your creatine separately. Does it make it a better value when you figure in the fact that you have to buy your branched chain amino acids separately? You guys are gonna have to do that math on your own, but in my opinion, the value is just not there. Are the effects there? Absolutely. The pumps that you get off of this pre-workout are absolutely insane when you combine the fact that you've got the citrulline and the agmatine both present in the pre-workout. The energy effects that you get off of it are absolutely insane, and it lasts because of that dicaffeine malate. I'm a very big fan of blending caffeine anhydrous and dicaffeine malate together because number one, it prevents that crash, and number two, it gives you a better sustained energy during your training. So for those days that you're doing when you're doing long workouts, see, it's already kicking in. When you're doing those long workouts, it's going to give you the sustained energy that you need to be able to keep going, as opposed to your energy levels crashing while you're actually training. Taste, 5 out of 5 on that one, guys. Ingredients, I'm gonna say 3 out of 5 because you're missing some very critical things that you actually need in here. Value, again, I'm gonna say 3 out of 5. So, grand scheme of things for Total War Redcon1, it's definitely above average, but it's definitely not gonna be up there in the high star category. So I'm gonna say grand total, we're gonna go 3 out of 5. when it comes to the Total War pre-workout. You can get that at tigerfitness.com via my personal affiliate link located in the bio of all of my social media platforms. What all of my social media platforms? We've got Facebook, www.facebook.com/nick.cutler.50, Instagram at Cutler Coalition 88, Twitter at Cutler Coalition, Snapchat NCUTLER8869. You can get my personal affiliate link in all of those bios. It's also going to be included in the bio section on this video. Get all my merchandise at prowrestlingtees.com/Cutler Coalition. Hit me up in the personal training needs in my inbox, whether it's going to be personal right here in Crown Point or online coaching or just a customized diet and supplementation plan. Until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's Cutler review and stay Cutler strong.